G, and you are watching Govs Radio. This is where you go if you want to see something or if you want to hear something funny. Coming up in just a couple of minutes. This is a joke I told. What? I'm not on Gov Radio? Call the police. Call my agent.
Tony, welcome to Go.
Hey, Joe, how are you?
I gotta pat you down though, pal.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
Got anything on you? Anything I should know?
I got nothing.
Anything weird going on?
What?
Alright, you go in, Tony. Good.
Thanks, Joe. Appreciate it. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Tom Kelly of The Tom Kelly Show. Yes, this is not the only time I've gotten on my knees in the back room of a comedy club.
The Knock 'em Dead Comedy Radio Show is also brought to you by Two Eagles Auto Body. For more than 25 years, Two Eagles Auto Body has been the leader in auto body repairs and customer satisfaction on Long Island. Two Eagles Auto Body handles every type of auto repair, from custom applications and restorations to repairs involving insurance claims. Give Two Eagles Auto Body a call and please ask for John Rossi at 516-328-2527. That's 516-328-2527.
Hey, how do you say there, people? It's Johnny Brennan, creator of the Jerky Boys, also of Fox TV's Family Guy fame. I just want to let you know you're listening to Tony on the Knock 'em Dead radio show. They're gonna keep knocking 'em dead, so keep listening, you wacky sons of bitch. Right there. Over and out there, sweet Charlie.
Long time no see, man. Hey, man, I miss you guys, man, at Knock 'em Dead Comedy Radio.
Hey Tony, you're not funny, and you probably shit yourself a lot, and you're no fun to be with, and you don't make that much money, and you're not going anywhere in show business, and I hope you get hit by a bus.
Hello! Do it like that.
Hello!
Yeah, like that.
Hello!
Not like that.
No, that was awful.
The one you did when I wasn't.
Hello!
Okay, save it for when it's on.
Sorry.
God, you know, I turn off the microphone, and you're like, gold. I turn the microphone on, I get ah. Seriously, ready?
Hello! That was an idiot. Damn it. Hello!
That was it.
All right. This is the one. Hello! Hello!
Hello.
Hello! Hello! Hello!
Hello.
Hello!
So yeah, do it like hey. All right, you ready from hey?
Hey!
Now.
Hello! Hey!
Hi, everybody. It's the Knock 'em Dead Comedy Show. Happy Wednesday to you. Thanks for joining in the Knock 'em Dead Comedy Show here on Gov's Comedy Club Podcast. Facebook, YouTube. Please subscribe. Please follow. Please share. Please do. Please. Do all that social media stuff. Tell everybody you know about all the great shows here at Gov's Comedy Club Podcast. We're coming at you live from Governor's Comedy Club in Levittown. What happened?
Nothing.
What are you looking at?
I'm just looking at your white socks.
Oh, why? What about them?
I don't know.
They're white.
What are you, 95?
What do you mean?
The calf socks?
What am I supposed to be
the calf
wearing?
length socks? I don't know. I just usually don't see them. It's very...
Really? People don't wear these anymore? Ugh, I'm not going to be able to get this off. How do people...
It's
what?
very tight. You don't have compression stockings?
No. What do you have? You got shorts on? Let's see.
I have shorts on, but I wear,
Yeah,
I wear the anklets.
Is that the in thing now?
I've always worn the anklets.
Always? Your whole life?
Basically, unless I was in the Army, I wore socks up to here.
Well, that's
but,
different.
I happen to have very nice-looking ankles.
Well, that's a debate for another day. But
Yeah.
I
See how that works there? You wear the ankles?
yeah, but it doesn't even cover it doesn't cover I wouldn't enjoy back here. You're getting the sneaker rubbing on you. I wouldn't like that. I don't like that feeling.
It's just it's perfectly symmetrical to the end of my foot to the shoe.
So all right. So again, what the hell was that?
Just wanted to dance it out a little bit.
So is that what people are doing now?
Most people wear these, I believe. Yes.
All right. I don't pay attention. I really have a major lack of caring.
Well, I don't want you to get a circulation issue because of wearing them. They seem a little tight.
As far as I know, I don't have a circulation issue. You know, that does remind me. You know what? I've never yelled at Don Sill about this.
He wears the same sort of
No,
stockings?
there's a video. I'll have to look for it. And I've never said anything to him. Back when my daughter was born, okay?
I remember. I was
That's
there.
right.
Not in the room, of course.
And you weren't involved in the making, but at least not that I know of. So when she was born, we had her christening party. Her baptism. No, yeah.
Christening.
Christening. And now Don's brother had his first daughter, I think maybe 2 months later. So they come to the party, him and his wife, and they have their baby, and we have Sammy. And there's a part of the video. I don't know if it was my camera and Don was using it, or if I just got a copy of this video from somebody. But there's a part in the video where Don's shooting it, and he's getting a shot of both babies. I'm holding Sammy, and Greg is holding his daughter, and we're standing there. And then I don't remember if I handed Sammy off or if I still had it. Either way, I walk away after a minute of talking to them on the camera, and I walk away, and I'm walking away, and the christening was in June or July, so I'm wearing shorts, and I have white socks on, just like these, and I'm walking away, and I'm on the other side of the room. Don is still holding the camera on me, and he goes, "Hey, Tone, nice socks." And I remember watching the video, thinking, that son of a bitch.
Yeah.
And I never even thought about it. This 26 years later, I've never thought about it. But you talking about socks, and,
Yeah.
and these type of socks reminded me of
I don't know what socks are.
socks. It's a mixture of sauce and socks.
Sauce and socks.
So I got to find that video, and then I'm going to yell at Don Sell.
Yeah, I do have another question.
Okay.
When you buy a pair of socks, they must last you a long time because you just have to never mind.
Oh, because I didn't get what you were saying.
Yeah.
Actually,
but you have one on that
yeah, but
leg.
But that's the sock that's on this leg. I change that maybe once a year. So to answer your question, yes, that you're correct. Socks last longer because I buy a pair, and I only use one a day. Yeah.
I think that's a great topic for conversation.
Well, I got more. Last August, the PAL, we had a garage sale fundraiser. People donated items,
Right.
and then we had a big yard sale in our parking lot. And all the 100% proceeds going to PAL Special Needs Unit. It was August. It was so freaking hot. I mean, like one of those days where it feels like there's no air.
Yeah.
Oh, and we were like drenched in sweat. It was disgusting. So, Eileen, she's the PAL administrator who works with us. She's been in here actually. She turns to me. She goes, you have two different socks on. They didn't match. And I said, well, yeah. I said, because I only change that out maybe once a year.
Yeah.
She goes, oh, that's gross. I go, do you not see this?
I know.
And she says it again. It's gross. I go, there's no sweat.
Right.
And she goes, oh, I can't do that. And she walked away. I was like, what are you not getting, dummy? There's nothing going on here. Yeah, I don't know. It was kind of weird. Oh, I thought I heard somebody trying to open the back door.
Someone, I think, walked in. Yeah, there's.
Oh, all right. It's Cameron. He works here. All right. He must come in the front. Okay. Good morning, Buckwheat and Mr. Gloom, says Romeo. Scott, yesterday's show was like watching the Avengers movie. All these superheroes, quote unquote, nice people assembling together to create a show. Yeah, it was fun yesterday. It was a little bit of a train wreck trying to handle all the Zoom and we're still having the internet issues, but it was fun. It was fun to have everybody together hanging out. We missed you. Have you met Diane?
I have not.
Right, yeah, she said that yesterday, that she was really looking forward to meeting you.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to meeting her as well.
And actually, and being dead serious, Fremder was very upset that you weren't here. He said, he goes, I really wanted to meet the guy. He goes, because I wanted to tell him that even though I bust his balls, I really like him. He goes, and that's why I'm busting his balls.
Thank you, Andrew.
He actually said that. He did leave something behind that I'm going to give to you, but I'm not doing that yet. I have other things to do with you first.
I beg your pardon?
First thing I'm going to do with you this morning, I'm going to play you a song. It is a song that I guarantee you've never heard, but you're going to love it.
Are you going to tell me the artiste?
Well,
or are you going to?
I'm going
to guess it.
I'm going to start the song. I want you to guess who it is.
From the Guess Who? That was pretty funny, actually, but never mind.
What the hell are you talking about?
The Guess Who? You never heard of the Guess Who?
Of course I have.
Oh, sorry.
Who are you talking to? All right, I'm going to play you. I'm going to play you the beginning of this song. Before you hear the vocal, I want you to tell me who it is. If you don't know, you will know once you hear the vocal.
So you're pretty sure I know this song.
No, I'm betting that you don't know it.
Okay.
But before I go any further, I guess I have to tell you to put your headphones on so you can hear it.
The cans?
The cans. Put on the cans.
Where's my can? Wow. That was a fun watch, wasn't it?
All right. I'm going to play just a few seconds. I want you to tell me who it is.
Seconds. I didn't do too well last week.
Yeah, but that was just isolated instruments. This is the full-blown tune. Here we go. All right. Have you heard that song before?
Yes. It's
okay.
A Bruce Springsteen song.
Yes, you are correct.
I know that song. It's from the 70s.
Yeah.
May I hear it one more time? Please. Merry Christmas, baby.
No.
No, it's not.
It's not. Not only is it not that song, but it is not from the 70s. So you were doing well. You were proving yourself to be the Springsteen fan you claimed to be.
Right.
And now you're slipping.
Well,
Because it's not the song you thought it was.
Because I know it's
and
Max. I know it's Roy Bittan. He was on the organ.
I honestly,
or maybe it's Charlie Giordano.
I honestly don't know the musicians playing on this song. I don't know who's playing on the song. So
Well,
I can't tell you yes
I
or
know.
no. It does sound like them. I'll give
It
you
does.
that. But I don't know. So I can't verify.
It sounds like the intro to Merry Christmas, Baby.
But it's not.
All right, am I allowed to have a hint?
Of what? What song it is?
Yeah, give
I mean,
me
you
a
already
hint.
guessed it's Bruce, and you're correct.
It's Bruce, yeah, because I know the musician.
It's not. It's not one of his. It's not an original song. It's somebody else's song.
It's a cover song.
It is a cover of a song that's not. It's not a well-known song.
I know most of his covers.
And you call yourself a Bruce fan?
I am a Bruce fan.
Apparently, not enough.
You call yourself a Beatles fan. He was with McCartney the other night playing. a
I
couple
saw
songs.
that.
Saw that.
Yep. Can't Buy Me Love in Kansas City.
Kansas City.
Poor Paul McCartney. He does not sound well.
At the beginning, I thought he sounded well.
Yeah, and then it.
Well, he is
He is. He's 83. Yeah, and I get it. I mean,
I thought he did all right for 83 years old.
Barbara Streisand just released a duet that she's doing with him, and he sounds terrible. But yeah, but he's 83. I mean, what do you expect?
Yeah.
But God bless him. He's in better shape than us, and he's still going strong.
Bruce is 75. He sounds better than us.
Bruce is in great shape too, and yeah, the two of them together the other night sounded great.
Yeah,
I
they
loved
did.
it. Yeah.
You're right.
This song just came out 6 months ago, and I think it sounds like it's from the 70s. I think it's the best thing Bruce has done since the 70s, personally. It's called She Don't Love Me Now.
Oh, and I know this song. It is.
All right,
It's a cover.
So you know the song. Whose song is it?
Like Smokey Robinson or Marvin Gaye?
No, not even close. Not even close.
I met my baby at a bar somewhere in Ohio. I guess I went a bit too far. Now I'm
And I
in
know,
denial.
Tony, I do know the song. It came out on an album he released.
No, it didn't.
It's going to.
No.
And it's not coming out with those 72 songs?
No.
Because I saw a clip of this song, him playing live at a show last year.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen that. Okay.
And it's kind of a showstopper. He does a great job.
Oh, I'm telling you, I think
Yeah.
this is the best thing he's done in years. In the 70s, Bruce was a little soulful. It's before he got all political. It was just great tunes.
Yeah.
And this reminds me of 70s Bruce.
Yeah.
She don't love me now.
And when you get home today,
I've heard this song several times. Go ahead. Yeah.
look for the music video of this song. It is fantastic.
Is he in a suit and tie?
He's not even in it.
Oh, he's not in it.
He's not in it. The main guy in the video is in a suit jacket and a t-shirt. Older fella. This video is fantastic.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's great.
I know this song. It's a great song.
Great song.
Great song.
Jesse Malin.
Jesse Malin.
It's his song.
Well, I know they're buddies.
Right.
And they go back a long way.
Yeah, Jesse Malin is a Jersey area musician.
Yeah.
They did a song together a few years ago, maybe like 10 years ago.
They've done a couple of songs together.
Yeah. And now this guy, Jesse Malin, it's a crazy story. He was, I think, at a concert performing when all of a sudden he just started feeling shitty. He collapsed and he had, what is it that he has? He's got something that's basically left him paralyzed. And he's trying to work his way back. So they put out some album of his songs, a bunch of different people doing his songs, and all the money's going to him to pay for his medical bills. And this is one of the songs.
Yeah, I know. For some reason, he's a very good songwriter, Jesse Malin.
All I got is lost. I'm hanging on my cross. All I got and all I want and all I got is old. She don't love me
now. She don't love me now.
So if you don't like Bruce and his politics and all that stuff, you don't like some of his more poppy stuff, that is good tunes right there,
That's
man.
really good.
That's great.
She don't love me now.
Yep. All right. So that's so now with that in mind, I would love
to tell you the story about a lot of his fans don't like when last year he was playing Night Shift by Marvin Gaye, right?
Yeah. I thought it was all right.
It was all right.
It's all right.
But it was the story that he told why he sang that song.
Why did he sing that song?
Because first of all, he loved Marvin Gaye's music. He
Well,
loved
who
that
doesn't?
soul, right? And it was about, last year's tour. This tour, it's all about. This year is the Land of Hope and Dreams tour. Last year was about mortality. It was about mortality and finding your way towards the end and looking at mortality in the face. And he looked at Night Shift as you're on your last shift here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was.
Well, yeah.
I
believe
like you said, was on the Stern interview.
Like you said, 75. You figure what, 10, maybe 15 years, if you're lucky.
Yeah, his mother lived to like 98.
No kidding, really.
Yeah.
Wow. All right.
Yeah.
So even still, fine. So maybe you'll get 25 more years, but that's when you're that age, man. You don't know, and I think you start to realize how much your days are numbered.
I want to get up and dance now, listening to that song.
Oh. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Did you ever hear that term? I'm sure you did. Well, that's show business.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. So that has two connotations.
Okay.
Either it's good, all right, or it's bad.
Yeah.
Do you agree to that? Do you agree with that statement?
So far, we're on the same page.
Okay. So yesterday, it was a fantastic show.
Thank you.
Today, the show opened about socks. So the only thing I'm going to say is that's show business. All right. So you have a wonderful show. All right. Look at Mr. Gloom. Okay, he's just his joyous, happy himself. But he had to talk about socks.
Well, I
don't think any of your listeners really give a shit about socks. That's my opinion. I might be wrong. Okay, I've been wrong before, but in the realm of things, it's very interesting that a show is opening up with socks and compression socks and circulation.
Well, all right, and I'm not disagreeing. However, we did move on, and you've now brought it back to the socks,
to the forefront.
Well, yeah, but because the opening of the show. Listen, it should be every show that I've watched around my years. Johnny Carson, any of these shows open up with a monologue, gets the audience, all right, and the participants excited, pumped up. I've never seen a show open up with socks.
We made it first.
He calls me up yesterday. He goes, "So when Mike's on tomorrow, you're going to do some more of those dad jokes?" I go, "Yeah, as a matter of fact, I think I am."
I have a good one, actually, yeah.
So he is not going to be a happy camper today between the
he's
socks and these jokes. Your mood will not improve. I'm sorry to say.
Oh, listen, it's played out. Can't you guys talk, Michael? Don't you have a better topic to talk about?
Hey, at least we can talk.
Well, that's true. I can't. This is very true.
I just, it's something that's just embedded in me. I just notice everything, and I just happen to see the aforementioned socks, footwear, and I just felt like I wanted to mention it.
John, how about this for you? How about this for you, John? Let's see if you like this.
Yes, sir.
I got a new pen. I got a new pen that can write underwater.
Ah, I like.
You've heard of this pen?
Oh, I love this.
Yeah,
show.
it can write other words too.
You go, wait, what?
I said I got a new pen that could write underwater, and it could write other words too.
Next.
Oh, next? Okay. This man walks into a therapist's office. He's going to therapy. He tells the therapist, I think I may be a dog. So the therapist says, okay, have a seat. So the man says, I'm not allowed on the furniture.
This woman, she goes to the supermarket, and she knows the store manager. So she walks over, say hi. Oh, hi, how you doing? Nice to see you. How's everything? Good, good, good. He goes, so what are you doing? You need help with anything? She goes, I'm just here to get a bag of doggy treats. He goes, doggy treats? She says, I didn't know you had a dog. She goes, oh, it's not for me. It's for my husband. He goes, your husband? She goes, yeah, he loves dog treats. He goes, look, I hate to, it's none of my business. I hate to butt in. But it's really not healthy for humans to eat doggy treats. She goes, look, my husband works very hard. He brings home the money, and he works around the house, takes care of the kids. If he wants doggy treats, that's what I'm going to get him. He's like, you know what? That's fine. Your business. Down in aisle 5. She goes, gets them. She leaves. About a week later, she comes in again. Hi, says hi to the manager. He says, oh, hi, good to see you. Here for the doggy treats? She goes, yep, more doggy treats. Okay. She goes, she buys them and leaves. Every week, this goes on for months. She comes in. Hi. He says hi back. Aisle 5. She gets the doggy treats, pays for them, and leaves. So after about 6 months of this, she comes in one day, says hi to the manager. How you doing? Good. He goes, aisle 5, right? She goes, nope. She goes, I'm not getting doggy treats. She goes, my husband died. He goes, oh, my God, I'm so sorry to hear that. He goes, but look, again, it's none of my business, but I told you that the doggy treats are not healthy. That, so I'm sure that's what killed him, and I'm very sorry, but I told you so. She goes, oh, no, that didn't have anything to do with his death. He goes, oh, really? It wasn't that? She goes, no. He goes, well, what happened? She goes, well, he broke his neck trying to lick his balls.
That's funny.
I did not expect a laugh from John Ruscio.
That's funny. That's funny. That's okay. That's funny.
That just made my day right there. I did not expect a laugh from John Ruscio.
He's hard to make laugh. To make laugh.
That is funny. That's good.
Very good, Tony. Can I go into another dog joke, or do we need a pause?
But wait a minute. Before you do that, Michael, you guys make fun of my speech and the way I talk and the way I stutter.
No, we don't.
I just want to clarify that I apologize, first of all, but I just want to clarify I had a stroke, okay, and it affected my speech, okay? It didn't affect my personality, but it affected my speech. With that being said, both of you can go fuck yourself. Goodbye.
Wah, wah, wah. I don't walk around saying, oh, my leg. Ah. Stop it.
No, that's one thing about you. You have weird socks, but you know what? You never complained about that, which is high praise.
Go ahead with your dog joke.
Oh, were you reading comments, Foist?
I could if you, let's see. I don't think there's really too many actually right now. John Rusciello sent Ann a package for her birthday, and she has not received it yet. John, how many times have you sent me stuff where it takes like months to get to me? What do you use in the regular U.S. mail? Time to try UPS or FedEx or something. Or spend a little more money. Because you send stuff out and it takes forever to get to people.
What was it called in the 80s? The Pony Express.
The Pony, the 1880s.
What did I say?
You just said the 80s.
Oh, the 1880s.
Scott says, speaking of socks, I usually watch this show with 3 tube socks on. What are you, Fremder? Carol Miner is watching. Hello, Carol.
Hi, Carol.
We were talking about you before we went on the air today.
Yeah. Were your ears ringing?
All good stuff. All good stuff. Hope you had a great birthday, S.A. Carol, I hope your birthday 2 days ago was excellent as well. No, go ahead. Tell us your dog joke.
So, my ex-wife and I were sitting around one day, and my son is at an impressionable age. He copies everything. He just copies everything, what everyone's doing. That's why we had to get rid of the dog, You know, it's weird walking into a room and your son's got one leg in the air.
Did you just make that up?
No. It's an old joke.
My boss said, dress for the job you want, not for the job you have. So I went to work dressed as Batman. Why should you never take sides in an argument at the dinner table?
Why?
Well, it's actually a trick question. It's the perfect time to take sides because no one's paying attention. Bring Tupperware. I went to a silent auction. I won a dog whistle and 2 mimes. Get it? Silent auction. You want me to wait for you?
No.
Why is my wallet like an onion?
Because I always have to peel off money.
Every time I open it, I cry.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah. You go ahead.
Here's a good dog joke. What do you call a dog who meditates?
A yoga dog.
A werewolf. Get it? Aware. He's an aware wolf. I was raised as an only child. You're going to love this. I was raised as an only child. It drove my sister nuts.
Oh, I've heard that one.
Yeah.
I thought that's funny.
I told this one yesterday. Let's see if you can figure it out. Why should you never date a tennis player?
They make a lot of racket.
Because love means nothing to them.
Oh, God, I know that fucking joke.
What? Oh, this is pretty funny. This is the last one I got. My wife always complains that I have no sense of direction. So I packed up my stuff and write.
That's great.
I like that.
This one's a little racy, so I apologize in advance. That's my disclaimer. I overheard 2 ladies talking.
Wow.
Yeah. One said, I'm getting a boob job. The other one said, well, I'm getting my asshole bleached. The first one looked at her surprised and said, I can't picture your husband as a blonde.
That's good. It's good. Now you have to spill it, says Carol. Oh, about what we were talking about? You tell Ann the 2 humps that they are. Why?
Huh?
Oh, Rusiello said that. Oh, Ann's defending John. She's saying that it's only 8:30 in the morning over there, so her mail hasn't arrived yet today. No, he sent this like a week ago, Ann. It should have been there already. If he spent a little money and went with somebody good. Carol, we were talking about your hotness, and then I was telling him what a great guy your husband is. That, honest to God, that was the conversation.
Yeah, it was how lovely your husband is.
Fremder is here. Had a lot of fun yesterday. Let's do it again. Yeah, absolutely, we'll do it again. All right, so now I will reveal to you what Fremder left behind for you. We were talking about Bruce. How excited does it get you to talk about Bruce?
Very.
Yeah. Well, and that was the topic of conversation yesterday for a few minutes on the show.
I love talking about Bruce, and I love my Bruce stories. And
but you know where Fremder goes with this.
Oh God.
So if you do get super aroused from talking about Bruce, we have for you open mouth Bruce Springsteen, so he can go to town on you.
Actually, I'm going to put this on my wall because I don't even look at that like that. Because, this reminds me of how he is during shows because how passionate he is when he sings. And you know that because you've seen it.
I have. Diane actually thought that this, she thought that was a picture of Tom Hanks.
Really?
Yeah. Well, he does. He has a weird expression going on there. Yeah. It is a little Hanks-ish.
He's got a little rosacea right there on his cheek. See it there? How that works there?
Yeah, I see that.
You don't care.
If you want to have a Bruce threesome, he brought 2. You can have 2 Bruces. I mean, this might be your perfect world right here. So there you go. You have 2 Bruces, 2 open mouth Bruces. Just for you. From Andrew Fremder.
Thank you, Andrew. You are my friend. Fremder friend.
Carol says, thank you. Ruciello says, hey, Fremder, you were great yesterday. And Ann says, hey, Fremder, good morning. Yes, yesterday was awesome. You're the best. Wow, look at a lot of Fremder love today.
Yeah.
Well, and it continues as Mike is all appreciative of the 2-headed Bruce.
Not nice?
It is nice.
Yeah, that works.
I thought it was very thoughtful of him.
Very thoughtful.
And so now every time you're masturbating to Bruce, you can now think of Fremder as well.
Well,
if that doesn't work, I don't know what will.
You know, I was at a party the other day.
Yeah.
And that's my story.
Oh, client. Carol has to go. She said she has a client. Have a great show. Be well.
Oh.
You too, Carol. You too.
Bye, Carol.
Fremder, you know how long it took me to find a picture of Springsteen that looks like he's sucking? I bet it's probably not hard to find a picture of Bruce Springsteen.
I've seen a million pictures of him.
Because he does a lot of yelling and screaming in his concerts.
He does.
Did you see, by the way, this video of Bruce from the other day? He's walking into some building.
Oh, and I'm not signing anything. But
Yeah.
did you read the comments?
I did not.
You know, apparently there's been a group of people that are walking around with albums that want signed. But for some reason, he was told that they're not really fans. They just want to sell them.
They just want to sell them?
They want to sell them.
Okay.
But of course, they're spinning it like Bruce is a dick. You saw that, right? Yeah. See,
well, he even says in the video, "You guys have been following me all day. I'm not signing nothing."
Yeah.
But I do feel bad for the people that were standing there who weren't a part of that group.
Yeah, because obviously there was a group of people there. I would imagine they didn't show it.
All right, let me see if I can do this.
Oh, that's one of my favorite pictures. That one on the top left.
On the top left, you
Yeah,
mean that one?
no.
It's the only
Yeah,
picture
the
I'm
one
showing.
you're working on.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
the same one, right?
Yeah. Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can do this right. Hang on a second. We'll go like, whoops.
She don't love me now.
Like that, and then we'll go down.
Can I tell a joke while you're doing it?
Well, I want you to see what I'm doing first. Oh, you're not even looking. Get off the fucking phone, son of a bitch.
Yeah, I love
see,
that.
but now
picture.
look. See, he's going back and forth.
Why
with
does it
his
always have to be
open mouth.
sex with you?
It's not. I'm continuing Fremder's joke.
Oh.
We were talking about Fremder's joke with the open mouth Bruce.
So with the Don Sill thing, you always Don Sill, right?
Yeah.
So if we bring up Bruce.
Okay, that's fine.
Because I have two.
You do.
Thank you, Andrew.
There's a lot of Bruce Springsteen open mouth pictures, Fremder. I mean, it took me 2 seconds to find 3, but okay. All right.
She don't love me now. She don't love me now.
Sonu Sailor says Bruce Springdick. Those are fighting words to him over there, John. Take it easy. Bruce Fremder says Brewsterbation.
Pretty good.
Fremder, you're going to have a Brucem. I think Mike is afraid of you because he was a no-show yesterday. So Ruciello is saying you're afraid of Fremder, which is why you didn't come in yesterday. That's what Ruciello says.
Well, which I'm surprised because he knows why I didn't come in yesterday.
GD is watching. Hello, GD. Two Bruces. That's the beginning of a Monty Python sketch. Okay. All right. Of course, his favorite pictures of Bruce are the ones with his mouth open.
Well, because he's singing, that's why.
See? Told you. Because he's singing, that's why.
That was a very good impersonation.
No, it wasn't.
It's very good. What do you got, Tourette's? No offense to the Tourette's people out there, sorry.
Jennifer O is saying, wow, what did I just walk into?
Oh, you have no idea, Jennifer O.
Jennifer O, Mike O, loves his Bruce O. And
No,
when I
she
say
knows.
Brusso, the O stands for orgasm.
Well, she's gonna see these two.
Oh, I'm sure she's going to see them
later on.
See, he had ankle socks on.
I know they're the thing.
No. I'm sorry, not ankle. They were closer to mine.
Well,
And he's like
I
20
apologize at this particular moment, right? But you don't see many men wear stockings like that.
But that's what I'm saying. That guy who's in his 20s and stylish because he's in his 20s.
How do you know he's stylish just because he's in his 20s?
Because all kids in their 20s are stylish.
Really?
They know what's
Ask
what's hip.
Jennifer Rowe. She knows.
Jennifer O is dating you. She's not a valuable. She's not a valuable. See, look. Cameron, come in here for a second.
Oh, great! This is a great idea.
Cameron, tell me about those socks.
They're also matching. Socks? He has gray shorts with gray.
Well, all right. So I was right. He is styling. So
He's styling.
But those socks aren't in.
Wait,
like,
he had something to say.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, these socks are in.
They are. That's because he's saying that the ankle sock.
No,
those are gone.
No. They'll make fun of you if you wear those.
So
and how old are you?
Wait a minute. These
how
are
old
gone?
are you? 21.
Oh, you're only 21.
Wait a minute,
Wow, you're
what's
a
your
baby.
name?
Cameron.
My name's Cameron.
That's Mike.
So these are out.
Yes, those are out. You'll get made fun of.
So these are okay?
But even
those are fine.
Cameron's the man.
Even white?
Yeah, even white.
Even white in your face.
But I'm afraid of the circulation things with the compression.
See, that's what I said. It doesn't matter. We're old, so it doesn't matter.
We're old.
But point is, I'm more styling than you. So
wow,
suck it.
I used to like the ankle socks, but then we get made fun of at the gym and things like that. So,
you do.
Yeah. I mean, only by your friends,
But I have sexy ankles. I like to show them off.
No, he's also senile, as you can see. But
yeah.
One of these days, will you get in trouble if we have you sit for a while? One of these days in here?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just doing some liquor orders right now.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I don't mean today. I know you're busy, but another day we'll have to schedule it.
But yeah, we'll see.
All right, cool.
All right, no problem.
Thanks for your help.
Thank you.
You saved my ass.
Thanks for crushing me, and I'm depressed now.
How do you take that?
Hey, I am the first to admit if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I don't like it. I've been wearing these for years.
Jennifer's like, hey, this is like middle school. A friender says 2 Bruces, 1 cup.
What? I don't get it.
That's a famous porn from years ago called 2 Girls, 1 Cup. Yeah.
Wow.
Friender, it's if humping like a dog is acceptable for humans, I 100% think that if Mike saw Springsteen that close, he would definitely try to fuck him. What?
What?
I have no idea what he's trying to say there. GD, fuck that. I bought 20 pairs a year ago, and I will never wear them until they are gone. What? Oh, and I will wear them until they're gone. Sorry. What, the ankle socks or
the mid,
the real socks?
The mid, whatever they're called, mid calf socks. You know what? Just for that,
yeah,
I'm gonna buy them this week.
Okay,
and I'll wear them next week.
That helps.
Well, actually, I have them. What was it? She's right. It is like middle school. What are we, 13?
See that? Rusciello, he says, it doesn't take much to depress you, Kaplan. All right, before we go any further.
Did you know?
No.
You know that famous scene in Planes, Trains, and Automobiles? Jennifer and I
Great
were having
movie.
great laughs.
Great movie.
And she noticed that he's a good actor, Duncan Henry or something. Remember John Candy and Steve Martin were sitting outside the Braidwood Motel.
I remember that.
Waiting for the ride from Gus's son. And he pulls up in a pickup truck, right? And he's got like this strange hat.
Yeah.
And he's got a winter coat on. And he's like, I'm here to take you to the train.
Okay.
Right? And he makes this wild sound, which I've been making this sound for years, right? He looks at them and he goes... Yeah, it's a nasal thing.
Yeah, I got it the first time.
You got it the first time? It's one of the most hysterical, cinematic things you'll ever see. Right, Jennifer? Maybe? No.
Okay.
I do it all the time.
You do?
I do.
You do?
Well, because I have a post-nasal drip. I'm a drip.
That is a great movie. What?
It is a great movie.
That's what I said.
All right.
I was agreeing.
Christ's sakes.
GD got ankle socks. So he bought 20 pairs a year ago, and he will wear them until they are gone. That's fine. See, but it's different, too, because you're black. Black guys are just cool. Like, you guys could wear anything.
You know what? I tend to agree. Yeah.
You guys, yeah. Black guys are just cooler than us. Hi, you're live on the air. Who's this?
G.D. Fenderson.
Oh, hi, G.D. Fenderson.
Hey, I apologize. I've missed a few shows, so get me caught up for the past 2 weeks.
Okay, first, no, I have no idea. You think I remember?
Well, no, I wear those ankle socks. Okay, when I find something I like, I buy lots of them.
Me too. Me too, GD.
Just like your women.
So I have like 5 pairs of black jeans I only wear when I perform comedy. I have like 20 pairs of those white socks, so that I always have socks. And same with underwear. When I find underwear I like, I buy like 15 pair.
He doesn't buy just socks. He buys socks.
Yes, yes. And I don't even shop at Costco. This is like I'm paying like full retail price at a place like Target or something.
Wow. Yeah, but you may have missed it because just as you were calling, we were saying that it doesn't matter in your case because you're black and black men are just cool no matter what they do. And then to take even a step further, you're a black man with dreads. So that makes you even.
Oh, that's really.
That's almost the ultimate cool right there. So
Yeah.
you could wear ankle socks. You could wear bright orange ankle socks and get away with it and look cool.
Yeah, we have to wear whiter.
Yeah, we're just nerds. I'm wearing a T-shirt, and Mike is dressed like a mailman today. So, there's very little we can do to save us. We're just
Oh, yeah,
we're middle-aged, overweight white men. So we're just kind of sunk, and you're just automatically cool.
Now I appreciate that. Now this is totally off kilter.
Okay.
But first of all, how did the show go the other day? You're the one where you had Matt as an actor.
This was the third time we used Matt as an actor, and he does not disappoint. He comes through. He doesn't have a lot of faith in his abilities, but
Right.
Actually, the most interesting part of performing with Matt is backstage because I think to get himself going, to build his energy and to get himself to calm his nerves, he sits there in the back and he sings like old 60s soul
Old
songs.
Negro spirituals. Nobody knows.
Oh, the trouble I've seen.
Yeah.
Nobody knows.
Swing low, sweet chariot.
How about Old Man River?
No, he sings like the four tops and shit like that. He sings backstage before he goes on.
Oh, wow.
Which the first time I heard him doing it, I was like, "What the?" And Matt, he's got the low voice and he's just singing to himself a little bit, and I was like, "What the fuck is that noise?" And I look over and there's Matt, my girl, my girl, my girl. I was like, "What the?" And yeah, he does that.
Yeah, but
pretty much every show.
everybody, even if you ask this young fella,
Yeah.
everybody has their little thing before they go on stage.
Sure.
I used to do a little shadow boxing against the wall.
Really?
To loosen up, to get my blood pumping. Yeah,
Okay.
always.
Wow.
Yeah.
GD, what's your ritual?
When my ritual is to, first of all, I wear the same clothes for every show. Not the exact same clothes, but I have like I said, I have 5 pairs of black jeans. I have 3 pairs of shoes that are all the same. I have like a dozen shirts that are all the same.
Wow.
And so I that's what I wear, so I don't have to think about what I'm wearing. I know I have clothes that fit. I know what I look like. I don't have to guess. So I know what the audience sees.
Right.
So I'm not. And then once I get there, I'll show up early. I try to show up like anywhere from an hour to a day early, depending if it's out of town or not.
Right.
Because I want to see the stage. I want to see the stage. I want to sit in front of the stage without anybody on it and imagine me doing the set. And then just before I go on, I have a set list of music. And I play the music and I sing as loud as I can. so I can get used to hearing my voice and emoting.
Wow. Wow,
And,
that's a lot of preparation right there. I'm impressed.
Yeah. Yeah, and here's the worst part. Sometimes I don't get to do it, and I have to pretend I've done it in my head so that I can feel like I've gone through it. I have to, say that I have to pretend I've done it because I'm very nervous when I go on stage.
Oh, wow.
And I don't stop being nervous until after I get my first laugh.
No kidding. Wow, that I wouldn't have.
Yeah.
That surprises me. You seem like a confident guy who's comfortable up there. So that part surprises me.
I am extremely uncomfortable up there. I never wanted to be a comedian. I just wanted to write stuff and have somebody else perform it. And nobody would do my stuff. So I had to, and I wrote it, and I'm like, well, I guess I have to do it myself. I don't like being on stage. I
have that problem with my sex life.
You don't like being on stage?
Well, yeah, nobody wanted to do it, so I had to do it myself.
Yeah, performance issues.
Now, for the record, and this is just between me and you. Nobody can hear us, right?
Correct.
Okay. Because at the time that Matt was doing your show,
yeah,
just as he consented, I don't know if he told you this or not, but he had an opportunity to do a painting job at Louis C.K.'s house.
He did tell me that, actually, yes.
Right, and he was like, he says, and I've already told Tony that I would do this, and he was really struggling, weighing going to performing for you or going to perform for Louis C.K. This was an actual struggle for him, and so I said to him, I said, look, if it makes you feel any better, tell Tony I will come up and I will do whatever it is that you're doing. I will do it because I think Tony needs a dead black guy anyway, so I'll do it. And he goes, oh, well, I'll see. If it comes down to that, I'll let Tony know that you'll come up and you'll take my place. And so I was willing to come up there to take his place so that you wouldn't be high and dry.
Well, that's mighty noble of you. I will say, and I appreciate that. But I will say that I wasn't. Do you think Matt was telling us the truth
about the Louis C.K. thing?
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, okay. Because I even said when he told me that he got offered to do a painting thing at Louis C.K.'s house, I said to him, I said, Matt, this is a no-brainer. You got to go do it. And he said,
but he lost. It was like I think the way I understand it at first was that my food didn't get warm because I didn't turn on the microwave.
That might help. It doesn't get warm just from sitting in the box. You got to turn it on.
It does. I don't know.
So, because it was a painting gig, I think originally he didn't know it was Louis C.K.'s house.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
You mean painting a room or doing a painting?
No, doing a painting. Yeah.
Wow.
Matt does like classes and yeah.
Oh, he does.
Yeah,
I see.
And he got a job doing a painting party at Louis C.K.'s house.
Wow.
Yeah, but he didn't know it was Louis C.K.'s house. They didn't say to him, "Hey, this is Louis C.K.'s house." He just looked up the address or the town and goes, "Louis C.K. lives in that area." And so I was saying we need an assistant because we can just walk up and knock on his door and pretend we don't know that. It's like, we're here for the painting party and pretend that we have the right address, even though pretend we're lost or whatever. And so,
all right, well, wait a minute. So you're saying he looked up the address, somehow found out that that's Louis C.K.'s neighborhood. So we don't know for a fact it was Louis C.K.'s house.
Well, no, he found that out later. Because he did not know it was Louis C.K. and it was like a little bit out of the way. He goes, I don't want to do this. So I think he says to them, "Can you find somebody else to do this? Because it's out of the way." Blah blah blah. And then he finds out it really is his house, and he tries to get it back, but they'd already given it to somebody else.
Was he there, Louis C.K.?
Well, he didn't go. He didn't do the job because he was doing the murder mystery with me.
I see.
But I told him. I said, Matt, go do. It's Louis C.K. Go. But he told me that the job, regardless of Louis C.K., he told me it wasn't a high-paying job. Which was one of the reasons why he decided to stick with me.
Oh, okay.
But I thought he was crazy.
So he's a capitalist prick, is what you're saying.
Well, your words, not mine.
Yeah.
Well, no, capitalist isn't one of my words. I didn't make that up. I didn't make up the word capitalist. Don't make it sound like I made up those words. Like, no, capitalist prick was out there. I did combine them. So if you want to give me credit for combining capitalist and prick, sure, I'll take that credit. But they're not my words, no.
Well, yeah, you're much more educated than either one of us. So, yes, I am putting those words on you. And when Matt complains that we were talking about him, I will say that, yes, that GD called you a capitalist prick.
Oh yeah, well, matter of fact, I'll tell him that tomorrow when I see him.
Nice.
I won't say anything behind his back that I wouldn't say behind his back. I'm not that kind of guy.
Well, I will definitely. I'll definitely keep you in mind. Somewhere down the road to jump in and have some fun with us at one of those murder mysteries.
Sure, I'd love to. Here's the deal. I hate being on stage, but I like you. So I would have fun hanging out with you, even though I would be like tormented. That's why I say you just have me die. Just kill me.
I think he just hit on me. Did he just hit on me?
I think so, yes.
I like hanging out with you.
Yeah.
All right. I'm a little scared. Okay, great.
Well, don't be scared because I wouldn't do anything without consent.
Oh, all right. Good to know.
I'm a pervert, not a rapist.
An equal opportunity pervert. Very nice.
Yes.
But Matt did a very nice job. So when you see him tomorrow, you can tell him what a talented man he is.
I'm not going to tell you he's talented. I'll tell him you said he did a nice job considering what he had to work with.
Well, that's pretty much true. That's pretty much true.
And Matt, he says, considering what your face looks like, you can scare anybody away.
Again, your words. All right, GD Fenderson checking in. Nice to hear your voice, pal. Thanks for calling.
And thanks for having me, guys. You guys are great.
Right back at you, pal.
I do apologize. The only reason why I've been missing your show is because we had a bad storm about a month ago, and we lost a 65-foot pine tree that fell in my yard.
Oh, wow.
And I've been cutting it to pieces using a 14-inch chainsaw. And when I finish eating this piece of chicken, because I'm black, I'm going to go out.
Oh, God, GD.
I'm going to go out into the yard and keep cutting the tree. But I am 2/3 of the way through the tree. It was a huge tree. It was a 65-foot pine tree.
You should, sculpt something out of it and make something cool.
I want to. Because there's like a 12-foot piece still sticking up out of the ground.
Okay.
And I would love to make a totem or something.
Make a giant head of Matt.
Pair of socks.
It's already bald. I guess I could do that, but my wife would not want that. and like any good husband who's afraid of his wife, I'm gonna do what she wants.
Well, smart, yeah. Again, proving yourself to be a smart man.
That's right. Nobody knows.
Wait, can we do a duet, him and I? Do you know the song "Old Man River"? GD.
Old Man River.
That old man River. He must know something, but don't say nothing. He just keeps rolling. He keeps on rolling along. He don't plant taters. He don't plant cotton, and them that plants 'em is soon forgotten. But would you like me to stop, or is this
yes?
Thing?
I stop when they get to the cotton part.
When they remake Roots, I'm nominating GD to be in that movie.
You know. Speaking of Roots, they wanted to do a remake of Roots using my family. They wanted to call it Fertilizer.
Don't encourage him, GD. Do not encourage him. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, but that was funny. I'm sorry. I'm not allowed to laugh at your jokes because
I
know.
I'm
Dad says I can't laugh at your jokes, not to encourage you. Dad says I can't laugh.
GD, I loved singing with you, my friend.
Thank you. I love you too, and singing with you. But I also love you.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to.
I love you
I'm not
too,
going to
my
hit on
friend.
you because first of all, I'm not going to compete with Bruce Springsteen. There's no way. I mean, I used to be a stripper, but he is still the boss. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's the boss.
Yeah. So.
What are you laughing at?
I appreciate you guys entertaining me, tolerating me.
Well, we look forward to seeing whatever you create out of that
Absolutely.
tree stump, and we hope you enjoy the fried chicken.
Oh, I will. Oh,
Because Tony
that
loves
good
stumps.
fried chicken. Love
That
my
old fried chicken. It's crispy, battered,
What in
and
the world is going
give
on
you
here?
a heart attack. But
That reminds me, I need some barbecue sauce.
All right, pal. Enjoy your lunch. I'll see you soon.
Wow.
All right, take care.
See ya. I don't know what in the world happened here today that we lost so
that
much
was
control.
podcast genius.
Oh my
See,
goodness!
that's avant-garde, improvisational beautification, singing, and I'll stop.
And it was also racially equal, racially uniting, like Ebony and Ivory.
But you want me to start singing?
No.
Again?
Before we go any further, in the opening credits, they're hot.
Wow, these make your ears sweat.
Let me see.
They're hot. I feel them. Because they don't have the thing. They don't have the protectors on them. I don't know.
I don't feel hotness. Every day on the show here, when I run the opening credits, there's a little ad for Two Eagles Auto Body. In fact, the ad is read by our very own Ken Pichelle. I just wanted to give a little shout out to Two Eagles Auto Body. As you heard, if you were watching yesterday, you heard me towards the end of the show. I looked at my phone where I saw a message that said your car is ready. So I had some damage on my car, so I brought it over to Two Eagles Auto Body. They had it for 3 weeks. The car is perfect. It's in great shape. I'm so happy to have it back. So I only had the car for not even 2 weeks when I had the issue with it. So it's nice to have my car back. The rental I had was a piece of garbage, and I hated it. So it's nice to have my car back. Two Eagles Auto Body did a super, super, super job. They're great guys. They took good care of me. They handled it a lot with the insurance themselves, so they made the stress of it a lot easier. So Two Eagles Auto Body in New Hyde Park, I highly suggest them if you need work done on your car. So there you go. All right. What do we got going on here?
No Ava today, huh?
No what?
Ava.
I have not seen Ava's name. Friender, I'm sure Springsteen would love Mike's post-nasal trip. GD's favorite baseball team are the Black Sox. Oh, my goodness. Okay, that was a lot. I should have just said if Mike had the opportunity, he'd bang Bruce in the ass. Scott is giving us a bunch of Z's.
Oh, that means he's falling
asleep.
Wow, I thought.
Wow.
And I thought that was very well. Okay.
Wow.
Everybody's taste is different.
Can we talk about tits? Says Fremder. Well, we could always talk about that. Ann says that was a great phone call with GD. I'm sure Louis C.K. is perfectly capable of painting his own house, if you know what I mean. Yes. GD should play with your wife.
What?
That's what Fremder said. Whose wife?
Yeah. Well, only you, because you're married.
Scott said, oh, me? Is he talking to me? What? Scott says that phone call segment was painful. Instead of painful. John says, okay, that's gross. I don't know what we're talking about. Kentucky Fried Fenderson. Scott, I'm outside cutting any phone lines I can find. Well, Scott, that just shows how old you are. Because most people are using wireless. Fremder, I can smell chicken and waffles through the phone. Oh, my goodness. And LOL, GD, and Magic Mike, I don't think you will get nominated for a Grammy, but I loved your singing.
Thank you, Ann. I love to sing, by the way.
Yes, John, we are talking about my lesbian car. Call it whatever you want. This car drives beautifully, and it's a Subaru. Subarus and Toyotas, we were talking about it before.
It's a known fact.
They last a long time.
A long time.
And that's all I care about. I don't care how cool or uncool this car looks, just like my socks. I don't care what it looks like.
It actually is a pretty cool looking car.
It's a nice little car.
It is.
But it drives beautifully. I really enjoy it. And I don't care. And again, call it a lesbian car. I'm a lesbian. I love women. So yeah, I'm fine with that. Oh, Jennifer says they aren't funny, GD. Jennifer said that. You're not funny. How do you
Wait,
like
what?
that? Well, she said they, but...
Oh, meaning us.
I'm assuming she means us.
Wait, she didn't even mention my singing?
No.
Wow, Old Man River. It's a classic song.
It is when you're not singing it.
Yeah, but not many people can pull it off like thouest, meest.
Well, that's true. Nobody can pull it off like that was. GD loved the black socks comment. Fremder, based on Mike's voice, back in the day, he'd definitely be a slave owner.
Who said this?
Fremder said that. I'm probably wrong. I'm probably wrong, but do they call it roots because they have a big old root between their legs? Oh my God.
Oh, I had an idea someone was going to say something like that.
Yeah.
That is a thing.
What is?
That is a thing.
What
is? When I joined the Army.
Yeah.
In basic training.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jennifer. Oh, you know the story. Basic training, we had individual stall showers, so you had a little privacy. But when I went to military school in Fort Jackson, South Carolina, there were open bay showers. So men of color would be in the shower, and I would be in there. And just to tell you, the first couple times I was like,
aroused?
The stories are true. And I would wait until everyone was done, then I would go in there, and I'd be stretching on it and try to make myself look cool, but
trying to talk to it. Come on,
trying to talk. Come on, baby. Come on, you little fella.
Oh yeah, I've had conversations with black men.
Yeah, it's a fact.
Tell me, yeah, it's true.
It's a fact.
The except
I don't know why it's not fair.
We make do. We do all right.
Yeah.
Non-black. A white man that a white man that I know,
non-black,
who happens to be on this show every Monday, has like a.
Oh, you told me that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and he's his famous line is, "What I lack in fingers, God has made up for in my pants."
Yeah.
So for all you ladies out there, no, I'm kidding. He's got a lovely wife.
Yeah.
Fremder, no, stupid. He should play your wife in the murder mystery.
Well, why didn't he say that before?
Right, he didn't say that.
He didn't enumerate properly. And I used that sentence very incorrectly. But
yeah. All right.
You remember the comedian Norm Crosby?
Of course.
He was great because he used to mess up words on purpose, and that was his shtick. Do you remember that?
Honestly, I don't remember that, but I believe you.
It was very funny man. And it wasn't because of jokes. He would say sentences backwards, forwards, and he would mess up words, and he would write words in a different way, and he would say them. He was hysterical.
Huh? I'll have to look that up.
Yeah,
that's cool. If done right, it's very smart.
Yeah, very smart. Old man Rib.
So I was reading about. Two interesting stories I have here. The first one that I read was about Mick Jagger. Mick Jagger, who is 82 or 83 years old.
Is this a serious story?
Well, it's real. I wouldn't say serious.
But that's something dirty to say about Mick Jagger.
Oh, well, yeah, there's some dirty stuff here.
Oh, there is.
So that's what this is. It's a few items about Mick Jagger that... stories that
joke, but
no, these are real, true stories.
Oh.
Mick Jagger is a little bit of an anomaly, in my opinion. 82, 83 years old, in my opinion, doesn't look it. And the Stones, just as up to I think it was like 6 months ago, they were touring still.
Oh yeah.
And he still bounces around that stage like.
Yeah, I don't know how he does it.
Right from the back, he looks like he's in his 20s, in my opinion, because he's so thin. Just a crazy thing. I mean, and the Stones are still kicking. He just, what was it, last year, 2 years ago? They put out one of their best albums ever.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. It was fantastic. Yeah, I couldn't believe how good it was. So I came across some stories about him. The first story is not dirty. So there's this guy named Kevin Dugan who was a roadie for Van Halen. He used to handle Michael Anthony, who's the bass player. Kevin Dugan was Michael Anthony's bass roadie. He used to handle all the basses. So back in 1981, when Van Halen shared a bill with the Rolling Stones, Dugan recalled rushing backstage to get Michael Anthony a bass, and Michael Anthony's bass, he was playing on stage in the middle of the show, and the bass had broke. It was broken. So this guy Dugan was rushing backstage to get him another bass to bring it out. He goes into a room where all the basses were, pushes the door open, and knocks somebody over because he was in such a rush. Gets the bass, brings it back to Michael Anthony, goes back to find someone. This person got knocked off their feet, landed right on their back. It was Mick Jagger.
Wow.
So he went back to apologize and realized it was Mick Jagger. A few years later, Dugan is at a concert. A couple of guys physically grab him, drag him backstage, and throw him into a limousine, the back of a limousine. There's Mick Jagger. And it's just the two of them in this limo. Jagger looks at him and says, I understand we've met before. Let's see. Jagger then said, tell Michael Anthony he'd love to have him play bass on a solo album that he's making. Jagger then invited this guy Dugan to have dinner with him. Then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, his facial expression changed, and he lunged at me, grabbed me by the shirt, pulls me towards him, and says, if you ever knock me on my ass again, I will have you killed.
Wow.
This guy Dugan admits that he was terrified. But then Jagger began to laugh, and then he even yelled, he says, I can't even keep a straight face. And then it turns out there were a bunch of people like outside the limo watching. Like they just totally messed with this guy. I thought this was a hilarious story because, when it's Mick Jagger, you think about how powerful he is, think of all the money he has, what a prima donna he probably is. I would believe it too. If he pulled me in like that, I would believe it.
Mm-hmm.
Mick Jagger, according to a guy named Christopher Anderson who wrote a book called The Wild Life and Mad Genius of Mick Jagger. By one estimate, Mick Jagger has slept with over 4,000 women in his lifetime.
Well, didn't Will Chamberlain say he slept with 10,000?
I think it was more than that, wasn't it?
I don't know. One time I remember reading an article, he claimed to have slept with 10,000 women.
Unbelievable to me.
4,000 women.
That's amazing to me. Amazing. Among the women he slept with, according to this guy who wrote this book, according to him, some of the women he has slept with, Linda McCartney, because she was a rock photographer and kind of known in the music world before she married Paul. In fact, there are pictures that she took of the Stones before she even met Paul.
Oh, okay.
So supposedly back then, Mick had her. It actually says here that Jagger even dated her briefly before she met McCartney. I didn't know that. Supposedly he slept with Princess Margaret, sister of Queen Elizabeth.
Wow.
He has slept with members of
That was a royal shagging.
He supposedly slept with members of the Ronettes.
Wow.
French First Lady Carla Bruni.
Wow.
Supermodel Janice Dickinson. Singer Linda Ronstadt, which she's, in her day, one of my favorites.
Yeah, she was pretty.
Oh, my God, I thought she was gorgeous. And the fact that she sang so good just upped it for me. Mm-hmm. Supposedly has slept with Daryl Hannah, who is now, these days, she's actually married to Neil Young.
No.
Oh, yeah, they've been married for a while now, yeah.
Wow, there's a big age difference, I think, there, isn't there?
Yeah.
Not that it matters.
Yeah. He has been linked to Angelina Jolie, Farrah Fawcett.
Well, she was alive, I hope.
Yeah, that would make sense. Now, one disturbing thing, remember Ray Dawn Chong? The actress?
The actress? Yeah, she was a woman of color, wasn't she?
Well, she's Tommy Chong's daughter.
That's right.
Supposedly, he slept with her when she was only 15.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, according to this book. Oh, boy. He supposedly slept with Mackenzie Phillips. And then supposedly...
From that show One Day at a Time, Mackenzie Phillips?
Yeah, and her father was John Phillips from the Mamas and Papas.
Yeah.
Who she claims she had an affair with him. She had sex with her own father. That's what she claimed. But then the last name on this list, Jagger supposedly had relations with Jackie Kennedy Onassis.
Oh, come on.
That's what it says.
I don't know about that.
But now this article went even further, which I've heard before. Supposedly Jagger is not just with women. Supposedly he's a switch hitter.
Yes, yeah.
And this book said, this book quoted Geraldo Rivera. Geraldo Rivera claims that Mick Jagger and who was the dancer? Nureyev? Am I getting that right?
Rudolph Nureyev, the ballet dancer.
Yes.
Yes.
Supposedly the two of them tried to seduce Geraldo Rivera together, like have a threesome, and Rivera turned it down. But he and an ex-wife of David Bowie claims back in the 70s that she one night opened the bedroom door to find him in bed with Mick Jagger.
Oh, yeah.
And David Bowie, we all know, is a major switch hitter. And even this article says that at one time Mick Jagger even said, like they quoted him as saying, everyone is basically bisexual, which I personally don't agree with, but...
Either do I.
But that's...
Rodney Dangerfield used to say, you know...
I thought you were going to say Rodney Dangerfield was a switch hitter.
No. Rodney Dangerfield said once, you know, I wish I was bisexual. Then I would have a chance with everyone.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I disagree with that.
Yeah, that's statement. Definitely not how I feel.
What's worse than lipstick on Mick Jagger? You must have heard this joke.
What's worse than lipstick on Mick Jagger?
Yeah.
I don't know. Anything on Keith Richards? I have no idea.
Come on, Eileen. You don't think that's a funny joke?
No.
It's Mick Jagger in another song.
Yeah, but he has nothing to do with that song. So what's the connection
that
makes that joke funny?
It's just a silly joke. Jennifer O liked it. She laughed when I told her that. Well, maybe she did it out of sympathy. I don't know.
That's what I'm thinking. The only thing better than lesbians are lesbians with big tits, says Fremder. Okay. Somebody give Mike a whip.
What?
I don't know.
I don't get it.
And Jennifer, she said, yes, definitely middle school vibes. What? Jennifer, they equal Michael's jokes. Sorry, Jen, I don't follow that.
They equals Michael's jokes.
The word they and then the equal sign. Michael's jokes.
Well, I have to. I'm going to say she's. I always kid her, kind of seriously, that she's much more intelligent than I. Well, so us together, she's 10 times more intelligent. So that they equals what?
Michael's jokes. I don't know.
Well, she makes fun of
I'm
my
sure
jokes
it made sense when you posted that comment. I don't know what we were talking about, but Fremder, that's unfair that black people are born with a soda can between their legs. A soda can?
Soda can?
Fremder, Mike's white dick turns black as soon as he hears Springsteen. Mike, what's that noise coming out of your mouth? It sounds like the first fart after a rectal exam. Rusciello's laughing. If you sleep with that many women, your next single should be called "I Have AIDS." Oh my God.
You know, I had a very bad proctologist once. He was so bad, he stuck his finger in my mouth. He stuck his finger in my mouth.
My goodness. Wow, you couldn't even get that.
I couldn't even get that joke out. My proctologist, he used to be a professional photographer. It's funny when he says, you know, step over there, lower your pants, and say cheese. You don't like the finger in the mouth? Never mind. Come on. What are you looking at with the two eyes? Oh, you want to have a staring contest? You will lose.
Will I? Didn't we
Yeah.
do it already and you lost?
Yeah, because we break
Yeah.
each other, and you made
Okay.
me laugh because you made
Even
a
now
thing.
you were smiling when I was staring at you. So you would why would we do this again when I already won?
Because you make faces. See, there would have to be parameters.
I didn't make a single
You
face.
did. You made a face. You went.
Oh, actually I think I did.
Yeah, you did.
There's other all right, maybe next week we'll do that.
Yeah, that would be funny.
John, you want a good start to the show? We'll start it in silence.
That would be funny. Instead of socks.
This other story I have, I think you're going to like this. I like this. This guy is my hero. Matt LeBlanc. You remember Matt LeBlanc?
Of course.
Joey from Friends.
How you doing?
How you doing? So it turns out, a lot of times when you watch a TV show, a very popular TV show, like for example, like the Brady Bunch, those kids, the Brady kids, they never really did much acting-wise after because they're typecast, and people just look at them as Bradys. And I think a lot of people think that way with the Friends cast. You know, oh, that's Joey. Like, you can't do anything else. And then you think, well, yeah, I haven't really seen him in anything else because, he had
a sitcom after a couple of years ago, which
Right.
actually I thought was pretty good.
He had a show before that called Episodes. It was made in England.
I think you
This
told me about
show
that.
was hilarious. I loved it. And he played himself, but it's not really how he is in real life, but he did play himself.
Sorry.
So, but it turns out Matt LeBlanc hasn't done much since Friends because he can't get work. Turns out it's by choice. So he has been quoted as saying, I think I would like to not do a fucking thing. That's what I would like to do. Just nothing, absolutely nothing, zero. This guy just enjoys doing nothing. He's a lazy bastard, and he admits it. Any typical day, sleep as long as you want or get up early if you want. It's just not having to go somewhere or someone else telling you what you have to do. Maybe you can go to the gym or not go to the gym. Maybe you can have 9 cups of coffee or none. My plan was, after doing 10 years of Friends and then 2 years of the spin-off show called Joey, which was terrible.
Yeah.
I had so many ideas for that show, what they should have done with it, and I think it would have been good.
Mm-hmm.
So he did 10 years of Friends, then 2 years of Joey. So he's like, all right, well, now I'm going to take a year off. I just want to relax. He worked. Now, and don't get me wrong, he made a lot of money, and he gets to enjoy that money, but he worked hard. You work on a sitcom, you're working your ass off. It is. It's not easy work.
It's not.
It's not. They work
they
12-hour
work-
days,
yeah.
sometimes longer.
Mm-hmm.
They usually get like a week to study a script. It is. It's a lot of work. And then even before he hit on Friends, the guy was a struggling actor.
Mm-hmm.
So he was hustling. So he did many, many years of acting, decided to take a year off to relax. I had such a good time, I said I'm going to take another year. And then that one was even better. So I said, all right, maybe one more. Sure enough, it went to 5, 6, 7 years where he did nothing because he can afford to do nothing, and he just enjoyed himself. And I say, why not? Good for him. Good for him. Mm-hmm. My favorite thing in the world to do, my absolute favorite thing in the world to do is nothing. I'm great at it. I should be a professional nothing because it's so easy. There are no rules. What are you going to do today? I'll tell you. Nothing. He says it's nice and simple.
It's hysterical.
He has big toys at his house to keep himself busy. He has confirmed that he did have he did confirm with a smile on his face that he has some cool toys. I've got a big, huge bulldozer to play with.
What? Okay. Like a real one?
Yeah. He goes, it's at this big piece of property I have. He'll go to this big piece of property. It's like a wooded area. He builds stuff and then knocks it all down with the bulldozer. And he's like, he goes, and I love it. He goes, it's so much fun to build something and then just destroy it. So he just plays with this bulldozer.
I have a new level of fondness for this guy.
I think this guy is fantastic.
Yeah.
He's also on this big piece of property with the bulldozer. He has built a motocross track. So we use it to make the jumps and do all that kind of stuff.
He's got to be close to our age.
He's
in his
57.
He's 57.
I thought this was fantastic.
That's fantastic.
And I totally identify with that. If I had that kind of money, yeah, I would build something simple and then knock it down and try to do
whatever.
I don't know if I would do a
want.
motocross. I would probably build.
Yeah, I'm not into motocross, right? But
I would probably build like a little baseball field.
Oh, like a Field of Dreams type thing.
Yeah, and then invite all my pals over. Say, look, I'll pay you for the week. Take the week off work.
Yeah.
And let's just play ball for a few days.
Oh, wouldn't that be something?
That would be amazing.
Playing baseball and on beautiful grass and lights. Oh my God.
I would love that. Bring your wives too.
Yeah.
Let's barbecue all day.
Yeah.
Let's play. Let's throw the ball around. Let's put on some tunes, and let's just have some laughs.
Play baseball.
Yeah. And so good for him. He's enjoying his money as he should. I don't know anything about him personally. I don't know if he has a wife and kids. I'm assuming he does. But
you'd have to hire an announcer though. Coming up to bat.
Oh, that would be fun.
Like Gary Conan, Keith, and Ron Darling. Wouldn't that be something?
You know who I would? You know who I'd hire to do that?
Who?
Peter Schwartz.
Peter Schwartz. He's got a great speaking voice.
Well, he does. He calls. He
Yeah.
does some announcements for the Ducks sometimes.
Yeah.
He's done lacrosse. He's done a bunch of
Yeah.
announcing jobs. Yeah, I would bring in Peter. Although,
or Howie Rose.
Yeah. Although Peter, no, you know what? Yeah, I would do that. If Howie Rose is available, then I'd give it to Howie, and then I'd make Peter the umpire.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. So good for you, Matt LeBlanc. You get to
Matt
enjoy your
LeBlanc,
money.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's, I never heard anything bad about the guy, so I don't know
No.
anything about him. But I think
nothing
he's all right.
scandalous
So,
or anything, yeah.
so he deserves it. Good for him. And I would do the same
But
thing.
there are other actors. Jennifer Aniston has gone on. Like she's in that news show that she's really good in.
Oh, that's a great show.
That's a great show. She's
the
really
first
good.
season I thought was fantastic. The second season I was like,
It tailed off.
And then
a little
I
bit.
never watched
but
it
I
after
think
that.
she got nominated for an Emmy Award for that show.
I did think she
Yeah.
was very good in that show. She did she did Friends, and then for a while there, it just seemed like everything she did was that character. Rachel.
Rachel.
She was
yeah.
just acting the same in
But
every
did
movie.
you ever see Ross in Band of Brothers?
He was great in that.
It was unbelievable what a prick he played.
Yes, he was.
Yeah.
So anyway, Jennifer Aniston, yes, she played, I thought, the same character, but then she made a movie with
Vince Vaughn?
No, Gyllenhaal.
Oh, Jake Gyllenhaal?
What the hell's the name of that movie? The Good Girl? Something like that. I thought she was great in that. But then, on that new, what I think that show is called, isn't it called
The
The Morning Show? Or
The Morning
something?
Show, yes.
I thought she was great in that.
Yeah, me too.
David Schwimmer was great in Band of Brothers. He was also great. Did you ever see this movie he made called Breast Men?
No.
He made this movie. Him and Chris Cooper, another great actor.
Older guy.
Yeah.
Great act. Very good act. Really good.
They made, it was the two of them. It was a true story about the guys who invented boob jobs.
Oh, the implants?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent movie.
Wow.
Excellent movie. I thought Schwimmer was great. He was great in that. Matthew Perry, I thought he was great in West Wing. Did you ever watch West Wing?
No, I never watched
The West Wing was wonderful. Looks like Wayne outside. West Wing was great, and Matthew Perry was on that for a short time. I thought he was very good in that. I actually like him better as a dramatic actor.
He was funny in those couple movies. That one movie with Bruce Willis. They were neighbors.
The Whole 9 Yards.
Thank you.
Yeah, he was good in that.
But it was kind of a funny movie. Yeah.
Right. Who else? And then you have Lisa Kudrow, who I think is the most talented out of the whole bunch.
You know, a lot of people say that. Yeah.
I think she's the hottest one too out of those three girls. I love Lisa Kudrow. There was this movie about the porn star Johnny Holmes. Val Kilmer was playing him. Am I getting no, she was. I think she was in that. Yeah, she was in that, and she was great. And then there was another movie called was it Christina Ricci called The Opposite of Sex. Lisa Kudrow, I think, played her mother. I think it was. She was fantastic in it. Even
oh, she's in that show now with Ray Romano.
Is that good? I haven't seen it.
No, I watched the first couple of episodes.
She was. I thought she was even great in Analyze This. I thought she was great in that.
Yeah,
playing Billy Crystal's wife. I thought she was fantastic in that. She had a show for a while on HBO called The Comeback. You never saw that?
No.
Very funny. I enjoyed that show. I thought it was good. All right. Just about time to get out of here. Let's see what comments we got going on here. They should be called the Rolling Bones. What? Fremder is making fun of Chinese people for some reason. If only Springsteen gave colonoscopies. Okay, so Jennifer O is explaining what she meant. When I said they aren't funny. His jokes aren't funny.
I know. She tells me on a daily basis they're not funny.
But then she sees your penis, and she said, that's funny.
That's very funny. It's the only time she laughs.
Rusiello, I have 10 years under my belt doing nothing. Yeah, all right. But that's not true. I watched this show all week. Fremdo, I don't know why nobody saw that coming. Matthew Perry was always flopping around in that water fountain in the intro. Oh, my goodness. Did you always know that you were going to die this way? Clap, clap, clap. Oh, my goodness.
What?
He's talking about Friends. Matthew, in the opening credits of Friends, there's a scene of Matthew Perry in a fountain. So he's saying we should have known he was going to die that way. And then he's doing the Friends theme. Did you always know that you were going to die that way? Scott, Mike confirming he saw BBC while he was showering in the military was the highlight of the show for me. Thank you for your service. There's Vicky. Matt was also in a sitcom called Man with a Plan.
Yes, that was
Not familiar.
It was just several years ago. It was good. Him and I forgot his wife, popular actress, and they were just a family. Yeah, I thought it was done. It was well.
They tried to reboot The Odd Couple, where he was Oscar.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, it was because it was terrible. It was terrible.
Oh.
Him and I forget the guy's name. You would know him. He played the guy that played Felix. You would know him if you saw his face. I can't remember his name, but yeah, Matthew Perry was.
Oh,
Oscar.
I saw that.
It was terrible.
It was I forgot the guy's name. Yes, they had They shared a beautiful apartment in the city.
Yes,
that show was horrible.
It was really bad.
Horrible.
Matthew Perry was in the Ron Clark story, which was great. Not familiar with that either. I don't know who Ron Clark is either.
Neither.
Vicky, tell us more, although we do have to go. Fremder, in the military, Mike showered with a bunch of tree trunks. Ann says, goodbye, have a good day. We'll see you tomorrow. And Vicky, don't forget Romy and Michelle's high school reunion. Oh, yeah, that was Lisa Kudrow. Yeah, I forgot about that movie. Fremder, Bruce Willis should start playing with himself now, so at least when the film comes, he can die hard. Oh, when the time comes, he can die hard. Oh, yeah, okay. All right, I've had enough of all of you. All right, time to go. Tomorrow, I'm not sure who our guest is. I never heard back from Ray Wilson of Genesis. I was all excited to have him on, and looks like he blew me off. I am recording my interview with Bill Smitrovich tomorrow afternoon, so I'll post that on Sunday. I'll give you a little bonus episode on Friday. On Sunday. Very excited to talk with Bill Smitrovich. If you don't know who that is, look at the screen.
Smitrovich.
If you don't know who that is, look at the screen. That's who that is. You will recognize him. Do you recognize him? Because I said, look at the. I had no idea what I said.
Oh yeah, he's been an actor for a long time.
Yep, he's a great
Very
actor.
Good character
Yep.
actor.
Looking forward to talking to him tomorrow. That's going to be a lot of fun. And he's a Met fan.
Wow, that's awesome, Tony.
Yeah, we're looking forward to that. So when Ray Wilson was supposed to be on, Frank Cafora asked if he can come in and be a part of that, being that he's in a Genesis tribute band. So I told him it looks like Ray Wilson is falling through, and asked Ray to come in anyway. But he hasn't given me an answer, so we'll see. If worse comes to worse, we'll just do requests with Frank again. We did that last week. I thought it went well, so maybe we'll just do that again. So that's tomorrow. Coffee with the Dog tomorrow morning at 9. Primal Scream with Nick Greystone is on tomorrow night. Oh, and of course tonight, Circling the Drain with Nick Greystone. I forgot about that. GD says, thanks for doing what you do. Love Mike and Tony. Tony Miller, that's right. Thank you, GD. Right back at you. Love you guys. Coffee with the Dog. So that's what's happening here. Sorry. Gov's Comedy Club Podcast. Again, we appreciate all the support. Please like and follow, subscribe, do all that stuff. And don't forget the club, Governor's Comedy Club. The club here in Levittown with the main club, the Giggle Room, the Brokerage in Belmore, and McGuire's out in Bohemia. Some of the comedians you'll see on the Governor's stage this weekend: Ben Bankus, Thursday and Friday; Anthony Rodia, Friday and Saturday; Tracy Carnazzo, Friday; Chris Barnes, Friday and Saturday; and some guy named Jackie on Saturday at McGuire's. Go to govs.com, make your reservations to some great comedy shows, and you will not be disappointed. Don't forget Knock 'em Dead Comedy. Our next public show is August 2nd out in Mount Sinai, a place called Cafe Spiga. Go to knockemdeadcomedy.com to get all your information on us and how you can hire us for your event and all that good stuff. Anything else before we go?
No, sir.
All right. We'll see you next week.
Yes.
And, Circling the Drain tonight at 7. Look at this. Look at this picture. I love this picture. Me eating Buc-ee's while Carol looks like she's blowing me a kiss.
Oh, that's Carol.
That's Carol.
That's a wonderful picture.
Sure is. I got to make a poster and hang it on my wall.
When was that taken?
The last time she was here, whenever that was.
Oh, that's a very funny statement. Last time she was here.
Which I think it was 2 years ago, I think. Oh, that's
2 years ago?
Something like that. Yeah, that's bad. All right, we're out. Everybody have a great day, and see ya.